YouTube, it's your boy Jermel, and I got another video for y'all today. And today it is going to be called Comparison is the Thief of Joy. Alright, cool. So this morning, right? So as you can see, like, I do security, right? So I'm doing my tour, right? Like, I got a badge in all the doors and stuff, and you know, use the senses that all humans have: see, smell, except for taste. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure, like, there's no sign of smoke or a fire, you know, imminent danger. Okay, cool. But there are construction workers at my job, and I say good morning to everybody, but this one encounter I had, these two men were Hispanic, and I said, good morning. They said, good morning. And I was like, oh shit, so I'm broke, huh? That's crazy. But let me get back to the point of this video. Did I say it right? He said, get money, get money, get money. Yeah, that's what it is. So anyways, y'all, get money. But comparison is the thief of joy, right? So look, I strongly advise y'all to be grateful for the things that y'all have in y'all life, okay? And don't use, or I advise y'all, don't use social media to, you know what I'm saying, compare your lives, basically, because to be honest, you are exactly where you're supposed to be at in your life, okay? And you comparing yourself to others and you're not even understanding how they even got there, okay? That's the biggest thing right there. To be honest, you know, you never know how somebody got to where they got, or the sacrifices that they made, or them, you know what I'm saying, like, end up going against their own morals for what they have, okay? Be grateful for what you have, okay? Because at the end of the day, majority of all of this is all materialistic, okay? Now, when you dead and gone, and you know what I'm saying, you can't take that with you. To be honest with y'all, like, I'm real selective on whose stories I watch. I typically watch people who, I watch the stories who, you know what I'm saying, the way their life is going, it has to somewhat align with mine, right? Like, I'm very supportive of anybody, no matter what. But I tend to, you know what I'm saying, gravitate more towards people who share similar things with me, i.e., you know what I'm saying, a parent, right? Whether that is a mother or a father, like, I can definitely resonate with them very well, right? And, you know, the struggles and the challenges that parents have to endure. And then again, I can also resonate with non-parents too, you know, because for the most part, you know what I'm saying, like, for the most part, majority of us weren't parents coming up, you know what I'm saying? We've lived more life under adult supervision than we have on our own. I'm 25, you know what I'm saying? I left the crib at 18 years old, so 7 years exactly. That's like my point. But yeah, and I'm not comparing. I don't ever compare. Somebody could be lifting more weights than me in the gym, right? But I'm motivating them, you know what I'm saying? Because those unsolicited compliments here and there, that be making people day, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really get them often, and I have a very strong feeling that the reason why I really don't get complimented like that for real is because one could assume that I guess I always get compliments. I mean, yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I'm pretty shredded, and to be honest with you, I don't get as many compliments as people think I do. It happened random, and every time I get complimented, I'm still shocked as if it was the first compliment ever landed on me. Like, my mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very humble. Yeah, I'd be shocked. Body dysmorphia is real, but when people see that you've been working out, you don't even got to tell them, y'all. Like, I could just be doing a tour around the building, and people, I remember this one encounter, I was like scanning in, right, using a tour badge, and there was this construction worker, and this was a lady this time, and she was like, hey, you got a minute? And she opened up her phone and she went through her gallery. You know, I wasn't really paying attention, but I know because of what happened next. She showed me a picture of her in the gym, right? And she was super lean, had an amazing physique. And I was like, oh, okay, so you see it too. And you know, it's like on some real recognized real shit. But like, that's how humble I am, because I know like I'm a student to the game and I still got more learning to do, you know. So, you know, it's just a good feeling. I love the gym community, for real. And that's why I be pushing people to go to the gym, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna beat you down for trying or showing up every day. It's really, you know what I'm saying, you find a gym and people will encourage you, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, when I went to the gym yesterday, I went with my friend, a good friend of mine, and we worked on back and biceps, and we was on, you know, like the benches where you can, you know what I'm saying, change the angle and all of that good stuff, but we were doing biceps, and you know, there was a lady next to us, and as I'm working out, she's looking, right, like, she looking not on some, wow, like he look amazing, but like just because she just started going to the gym, right, and with that physique, with the physique that I have, okay, I'm tired of being humble. She seen me, right, like, okay, he must know what he doing. That's what a physique tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can look at somebody and be like, yeah, that person trained hard as hell, that person strong as fuck, you know. And she asked me a question or whatever, and then, you know what I'm saying, like a little bit fast forward into our workout, I look in the mirror, I'm looking at myself, but I can also see her in the mirror doing that same workout that she saw me doing. That's how tight the gym community is. And honestly, that's why I like going. I like putting people on game and hints. That's why I ended up making this YouTube channel, because I want to share my experiences, but I also want to motivate the next person. And with my stories, that could, you know what I'm saying, push them to go to the gym so they could be that next person too. Like, people are looking up to you, because I'm telling you, y'all, like, that, like, you building your physique will literally open way more doors than you would see doors shutting in front of your face, okay? It's hard to deny that killer physique. It is hard to deny it, y'all. I'm telling you. But all tied back into comparison is the thief of joy, y'all. You never know what, you know what I'm saying, that person had to go through. I don't use social media and compare myself to others, and I don't have to put myself down to get my point, or I don't have to put someone else down to get my point across, okay? Because I already know how I am, and I know how I feel on the inside, and I'm very confident, okay? I'm trying to build confidence in other people. That's how confident I am. And that's how, you know what I'm saying, selfless I am too. I'm very selfish, y'all. So sometimes when I get done dirty, I just gotta reflect, like, damn. I think people really think like, or I disregard that. But yeah, sometimes I be having to reflect, y'all. Like, I definitely do got a good soul. I'm selfless and stuff like that. I really just want to see everybody win. Now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because it is raining, and as much as I would love to give y'all more information, I think I'm ready to about wrap this up. Now, if you found any value in today's video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And it's your boy Jermel again, and I am out.